Yo, peace world, you rocking eternally with your main man, Dsmoovee, and I just got stamped. Peace. How do you tell an artist their music sucks? Just like I said. So look, I tell them like this. I practice how I say things, right? So I'm more so of the kinder guy on these things. I let people know like, yo, your music is not for me. There may be somebody out there that's going to listen to you, but I'm not that person. Now, you might need to work on some things. I might can help you with some things, you know what I'm saying, kind of get your frequencies and your vibes and everything right. But for me, yes and no, I'm not going to listen to you. But you might have an audience out there, so I ain't going to turn you down. Keep going. Keep doing your thing. What's the one thing you wish people would stop asking you? I wish people would stop asking me to be on the show sometimes. Like it's a thing where it's like, yo, I want to just focus on people who I want to focus on sometimes, but it's like a thing where I want to make sure like people have their time to get exposure, get noticed, you know what I'm saying, and give them a chance, but I want to be able to pick that, you know what I'm saying. I don't want to have to, you know what I'm saying, like every time I'm out at a public place, like, yeah, you got to talk to me about no, ask me how I'm doing. Ask me how I'm doing or something before we get to that. So yeah, stop asking me about the show. One reason to not trust the government. Look at our communities today. Look at black people. Look at the communities today. And you will see why the destruction of our community or the destruction our community looks like what it is today. You know what I'm saying? I think that's one of the more major parts is that not only is it the government's fault, we just don't choose to do things for ourselves. So if we can get that spirit of content off of us as people, I think that'll be the counteracting way to kind of support and build back up what we need to do for our own people and for our neighborhood. So, but the government ain't gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do it yourself. You gotta get out the mud. You gotta, you know what I'm saying, pick yourself up. Shout out to Big Chris. What makes a woman childish? It's so funny. A woman actually stopped talking to me because I was Muslim. It's funny, man, because it's like, yo, she was like, she super Jesus. You know what I'm saying? And nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm taught as a Muslim man to respect all religions and everything like that. But she was like, yeah, I can't really talk to you because, you know what I'm saying, you believe in Allah. And I'm like, I believe in Jesus. And I'm like, all right, but this, and this. And she was like, yeah, you know what? I still believe, I still want to be with Jesus. So I thought that was pretty childish. You know what I'm saying? Like religion and politics are something that, relationships sometimes like we don't pay attention to. But I think it's one of the things that it shouldn't really matter because if we have an understanding as people and as human beings, religion and politics kind of go out the window. But that's just me. What's the brokest thing someone has done around you? You ever seen like when people like, you know what I'm saying, they be, you go to the grocery store and then they just open a bag of chips or they go to, you know what I'm saying, they go to Snooks and then they eat the chicken that while it's there in the aisle and they just leave it. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Like you tweaking. Come on, man. Like, you really gonna do that around me, B? So I'm like, yo, like, I'll pay for the chicken, B. Like, you ain't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's bad karma. Like, don't eat the chicken and then put the bones where the mashed potatoes and the soup at. Like, what's wrong with you? So yeah, man. That was some broke stuff, man. What's a double standard that you hate? A double standard that I hate. I cannot stand I can't stand like that women cannot do some of the same things that men can do. Men often look down on women when they try to do the same things as men. And I'm not talking about sexually, anything like that. I'm talking about like professionally and in the workspaces and workplaces. I've seen some incredible women, known some incredible women who have just taken a challenge and like have really like set the standards and set pace for this career or for whatever they're trying to do. So yeah, like I support women and I support black women as well. So I want them to know like, yo, you can do anything that you put your mind to. What's a major red flag in friendships? People not knowing your love language. Now, listen to me. It's not a love language. It's called a relationship language. If a friend does not take the time to understand you and get to know you at a place where they can show you love and you can receive it, then that's a big red flag for me. Like you're not taking the time to say, hey, like I care about you enough to say I'm going to go deeper into our relationship. So if I notice that somebody is not willing to like ask me questions or not willing to dig deep enough to find out more about me and to communicate me in the way that I need to be communicated with then yeah, we probably ain't gonna be friends for long. B. Have you ever taken a gift back? Uh, I was an Indian giver. Now, bear with me, y'all. Like it was a bad breakup. I was going through something, and I needed to get my lick back. I was petty. That might have been one of the pettiest things I did too. But I was petty. I didn't. I think I did. I think I did it like Nunu. You know what I'm saying? Off ATL. I didn't. I snatched the chain off of it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, like you ain't really love me for real because you never would have left. What's the craziest thing someone's offered you to play their music? Now, somebody offered me the box. I didn't take it though. I did not take it. It was the craziest thing. Shout out to the artist, she's cool to this day. But yeah, no, that's not the way you go about handling things. I wanted to handle it in a professional way. I always maintain my professionalism. But yeah, the box was a little crazy. It looked crazy. What's the most awkward thing someone has said in bed? The most awkward thing somebody said in bed to me, somebody asked me to talk like Mickey Mouse. Like, you seen Booty Call, right? And you remember when Jamie Foxx had to do all the voices, and he did Mike Tyson and all that. Like, she asked me to talk like Mickey Mouse, and I'm like, yo, what's going on here? So I did it, but but it was wild.